What's up guys, it's ALLDAYANTHONY, and in today's exciting video, we're installing what could be the meanest looking set of wheels and tires on my Ford Raptor. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where my name is Anthony, and this beauty right over here is my new to me Ford Raptor, where over the last few months we've been adding my own special touches to it to make one of the coolest trucks of all time even cooler, and today's video is no exception because we're installing the new wheels and new tires on the truck, and I am freaking pumped, dude. I am so excited. I've been waiting for this moment ever since we got the truck, and it is finally the time. So with that said, I'm gonna go over the tires first and show you guys the size, the specs, all that good stuff, and then unbox these beauties right here and show you the new wheels and go over the offset, the sizing, and all that good stuff in case you want to go with the same setup yourself. So with that said, let's jump into it. All right, so truck tires were a whole new world for somebody like me who comes from a tuner background, and trust me when I say it's a whole new world. I went deep down the rabbit hole in terms of research to try to find what was going to be the best tire for this truck and for myself personally when it comes to being daily driven, and I think I found the answer. So these tires right here are the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. These are actually one of Nitto's most popular tires, if not their most popular tire, which is actually pretty funny because I run Nittos on all of my other cars. I have the Nitto NT01s, the NT555 G2s, and the Nitto Neogens. I have nothing but good things to say about them, but it's funny because I'm really big into the tuner scene and I love that, but nobody really talks a lot about the Nitto street tires as much as they do the off-road tires. So what it really came down to is that I was looking for something that was still going to have an aggressive look to it, but also still be able to be daily driven without really being that bothersome. And these are the answer right here. So these are the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. These are a 35 by 12.5 17. Now, learning truck tire sizes was also quite funny as well because you have your normal like 315 70 17, but then you also have 35 by 12.5 17, right? And it kind of jumps into this new category to where now you're measuring things by 33s, 34s, 35s, and so on. So the 35 by 12.5 17 are going to be a taller tire than the 315 70. So the 315 is actually going to be wider. These are going to be taller, but these tires right here actually weigh 5 pounds more than the 315 70 17, but you get a higher tread depth here, which I guess visually looks higher, but also is just going to sit taller. So what the differences are, to be honest, I have no idea. They both have the same ratings. They both have basically the same tread pattern and everything in between. So this again was also very new for me. Now you'll notice that there's 5 tires here, and that's because initially I thought I wanted to do a 5 tire rotation, but I talked with some friends and they said, dude, whatever wheel is in your spare wheel well is gonna get really nicked up and it's gonna collect a bunch of dirt. And so what's cool is that the 35 by 12.5 will fit in the spare wheel well if you choose to put one in there, but what I think my process will be is probably just having one here at home, and whenever it comes to doing a tire rotation, I'll just rotate that in and throw it in the bed of the truck when that time comes. But so I think that's enough tire talk for now, so let's unbox these beauties. All right, so this is my first journey into 1552 wheels, and I couldn't be more excited. Now, coming from a tuner background, I primarily knew of 1552 for their rally spec wheels, and of course, Ken Block himself, may he rest in peace. But I didn't know they actually made truck wheels. I was looking for something that had the perfect mix of street and off-road, and I found them. These are them right here. So I think that's enough talking. Let's go ahead and roll the unboxing. Good God, I am in love. I am a sucker for black wheels, and these things look so good. So these are the 1552 Range HDs in a 17 by 8.5. They have a 0 offset with a 6 by 135 bolt pattern and an 87 millimeter hub bore. These are going to be a direct fit on the Raptor with no other modifications needed, and this is going to give me one hell of a stance. And the concavity of these wheels, dude, this is going to look so good. Now, the Range HDs came in 3 different colors, and I was torn between all 3 because honestly, they all 3 looked really good. They had the asphalt black, they had the bronze, and then they had a magnesium color. Now, the hard part there was trying to figure out what would clash with the Avalanche gray. Black wheels are always going to be the safest bet, and I love black wheels, hence why I have them on the Civic. But the magnesium seemed to pop quite a bit, but I was worried there was going to be a little bit too much gold flake in the magnesium, and it would kind of clash with the gray there. The bronze would have been pretty loud, in my opinion, but the black here was going to give me the look I was going for, the aggressiveness, the meanness, and again, dude, the concavity here on these wheels just looks so good. Now, the downside. These things are going to be a pain in the butt to clean. Now, 1552 is known for making some pretty cool and pretty intricate looking wheels, and a lot of them actually share this same outer hole design here in lieu of having bead locks. And so this is gonna be pretty much a must that I ceramic coat these and make them just easier to clean and hopefully reduce the amount of dirt buildup. But beyond this kind of outer hole here, you have this lip on the inside here as well. And so everything will drain through these holes here, which is pretty cool, but I can imagine there probably will be some dirt buildup there. But overall, dude, black is the way to go, especially, I mean, on any Ford Raptor, black is the safe bet, but I think that these are gonna look absolutely freaking killer with these tires here, and I cannot wait. So with that said, we have an early morning tomorrow morning. Jason's gonna come help me load up the tires, and we're gonna get these over to Discount Tire. I am so freaking pumped. So I'll see you guys bright and early.
One day later.
And good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful, rainy Saturday morning. We have all 5 of the Nitto Ridge Grapplers loaded up into the back of the Raptor. This was my first time fitting 535s in a smaller truck bed, and this was pretty much the only way I could do it. So I got a ratchet strap down, and we're gonna drop these off first at Discount Tire, then probably come back for the wheels. I could have tried to, hodgepodge, grapes of wrath, fit everything in here, but I was like, you know what, it's 2 trips, it's a super short drive. We'll just do it that way and go from there. But this truck is sounding amazing with the SPD exhaust, that low rumble. It sounds so good, and now it's about to look so good. So anyways, let's head to Discount Tire, and I'll see you guys there. All right, guys, so we just got to Discount Tire, where my boy Greg here is the best in the business. And so this is obviously where I've taken all of my cars, wheels, tires over the last, I don't even know, 8 years. So we have the 1552s here in the back. And so the plan here is that I actually ceramic coated the faces of these wheels last night. And so these things are gonna be a total pain to clean. So ceramic coating them is a must. But the barrels I didn't want to do until after the wheel weights get added. Otherwise they're not gonna stick properly and they'll fall off within the first couple miles. So after they mount the tires, get everything balanced and get the wheel weights on, I'll have them just kind of roll it off to the side, and I'll like quickly ceramic coat the barrels before they go on the truck. But I'm super excited. We'll throw all of the other 4, the OEM bead locks, throw those in the bed of the truck, and then the spare, since we're not going to mount that underneath, I'll kind of throw that on top and we'll kind of go from there. But anyways, I'm super pumped. We'll get the car in here soon and get rolling. Alright, so I got caught up ceramic coating the wheels. So basically what we were doing, we were taking them off and I was coating each barrel, and I totally missed the install process. But dude, it's kind of hard to see here in the dark, but once we get this out here, this looks so freaking mean. Holy shit, this looks good.
One eternity later.
All right, guys, so it's been a few days since we got the wheels and tires on the truck. It actually started raining that day we mounted everything up, and then for the next several days, the weather was pretty horrible. So it's finally cleared up. I got the truck all cleaned up, and you guys have to see this. You know when you have that feeling about wheels and tires, and you think like, I think this is gonna look amazing, but there's that small little bit of doubt where you're like, well, what if it doesn't? Well, that definitely wasn't the case, because this looks absolutely freaking incredible. Check this out. Hot damn. This was 110% the move. Hands down. I am absolutely freaking obsessed with how good this looks. 1552 Range HDs, Nitto Ridge Grapplers, 35 by 12.5 17s. This thing, oh, dude, I can't stop looking at it. It looks so freaking meaty. Zero offset here on the wheels, giving us a little bit of poke. I'm like, I haven't felt this way, honestly, since we put the decograms on my Honda Civic. That was kind of like also a little bit of a gamble. I wasn't really sure how that was going to turn out. And then it turned out to be like the best looking Honda Civic wheel, in my opinion, ever. And I think this falls in line with the Raptors here with these 1552 Range HDs. Oh my gosh. Dude, it looks so freaking mean. Coming to the other side here. Give you guys a little bit of shadow here so it's not going to get all blown out here with the black. Man, it's not like they're just black wheels too, because they have so much depth and concavity here to the wheel with this outer ring here, this kind of turbine look. Just looks so freaking good. Look at this. Oh, I'm like, my mouth is watering right now. They've been on the truck for a few days now, and I just can't stop looking back at it. You know when you kind of like, you keep looking back at your truck? Like, this completely transformed it over the stock wheels. Like, I don't think that the stock wheels look bad, but you definitely want something to look a little bit meatier, especially on a Raptor. This was just the move. It's that perfect mix of street and off-road. It's exactly what I was looking for my style, and I can't get over it, man. Black, I know people say, oh, it's a black wheel, they all look the same. It's not the same, right? Because I was really kind of torn, because I was thinking, should I go bronze? Should I go magnesium? But black is timeless. It'll never get old. And so really with this, as long as I keep them clean, it's just going to look so freaking mean. Now, coming to the side of the truck, you can see that this is obviously not leveled. There's a little bit of a rake going down towards the front there. And so eventually I'll probably go with some type of spring to give me a little bit of a lift up front there. But in the meantime, this still looks pretty good, and the tires actually did raise it up just a little bit by going to a true 35 over the 315/7017. And so, anyways, taking a look here, it's still a big truck. It's still menacing. It now has more of a presence now that it's wider. And then the Avalanche Gray, actually at this time of evening, the Avalanche Gray is kind of looking a little bit white right now, but in the sun, you can really see it pop, and the black just looks so freaking aggressive with it. I'm ecstatic, dude. So freaking pumped on this. This is like the first time I've pulled it into something with like scenery here, and it just looks super, super mean. So with that said, this has been a fantastic video. Super pumped on the 1552s, super pumped on the Nitto Ridge Grapplers. I'll have to give you guys kind of a review as things go on and give you my thoughts after I put some more miles on them, and, you know, maybe do some mild off-roading, or maybe just jump some curbs in them all. I'm not sure yet, but regardless, I'm super, super pumped. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully this gives some Raptor owners another amazing idea for a wheel and tire setup that just looks absolutely amazing. I hope you dig them as much as I do. So as always, if you guys enjoy the Raptor content and want to see more of this build, because it's just going to get better and better from here, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below for more. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's All Day Anthony. Peace.